Religious people get more hate than trans people.
I agree, actually, in today's society.
What do you hate most about trans people?
What do I hate? I would say they're just lying to themselves.
Welcome back to another episode of Pumped and Profitable, the show where the questions make you sweat more than the reps. Each week, I'll be joined by athletes, industry leaders, and entrepreneurs to find out what fuels their mind, bodies, and bank accounts. This week, we've got a massive guest from the Ireland boys. Ricky, how are you?
Dude, I'm doing phenomenal. I'm excited for today.
Dude, I think this is going to be awesome. You are no stranger to controversy, and you're very comfortable on YouTube already. Let's see if we can get some good stuff here. Let's knock it down.
A lot of controversy. Dude, whatever this guy's doing, I'm doing like 1/20th of the weight.
I actually go pretty light. Everybody comes into this show thinking that we're gonna like max out on every set, which is fun sometimes. But then I did the episode with the biggest guy we ever had on the show, and he was doing half of my weight.
Really?
And I was like, all right, I'm working out wrong. So I'm all about keeping it light, yeah.
I'm honestly trying to learn today too.
No, that's why the show's Pumped and Profitable. I teach you how to get pumped, you teach me how to get profitable.
Okay. It makes sense.
You ever think about doing fitness content if you're going to be going on weight loss and weight gain journeys like that?
I'm doing like the series. I don't think I want to make it like I like what I'm doing now because I can do whatever. I don't want to kind of niche myself down.
So for our viewers at home, who this is your first exposure of you, who are you? What kind of videos do you typically do? And what are the Ireland boys?
Ricky Ireland from the YouTube channel Ireland Boys Productions. And I would say the kind of content I do is like crazy challenges and like pranks.
Okay.
Like viral, like I'm always looking for viral moments. Yeah. I've done like staying the night in stores, been arrested for that.
Oh, very Mr. Beast style.
Yeah, I flew to Vietnam as a fake cop, like impersonated a cop there, got arrested, was supposed to do 5 years in prison.
So you probably do better impersonating a cop there than I would though. They wouldn't guess that I was
No.
Vietnam.
Yeah, well you would do way better here.
Yeah, no, so maybe I'll do it in Tampa and then when we go to Vietnam, I'll call you in.
But just crazy stuff. And then like my most viral clip would be beating the receipt in the store. I dressed up as a Walmart worker.
I just saw that one. It was funny, I actually saw that on my feed, and then you and I saw each other out downtown a little while ago. I was like, oh shit, like you were the guy that ate the receipt. I
just ate some guy's receipt in a Walmart and he reacted like crazy. He was like, did you eat my receipt? Pull up the cameras, pull up the tape. And dude, I post that once a month. Honestly,
you post it once a month?
Pays for my mortgage once a month.
When you say you're posting once a month, like you just repost the same exact video?
Yeah, so like I didn't think about doing it. But it's like, bro, I post that video the first time, it gets 20 million views. Yeah. Right? Makes, I don't know, a couple thousand. 20 million, bro? How many more people haven't seen, way more people have not seen it than seen it. So I posted, I saw other people posting it. It was viral on theirs. I was like, bro, if you see it again, you'll just scroll past. So I post it once a month. It probably makes $2,000 to $3,000 on TikTok once a month.
Oh my God. $2,000 to $3,000 per time you post it. How many months have you been running with that post?
7 months.
This is what we learn on this show, man. We can learn how to make money on the internet.
Like it makes, maybe it makes a couple $100, but you're not worried about that. You're worried about growing business.
Yeah, if it gets to more people, that's what I care about. You play sports growing up?
Mainly baseball.
I've seen a few videos of you online fucking with sports fans.
Oh, yeah, the football one.
You got a ball. I've seen hockey, football.
But
you got to stop messing with these guys. You're going to get hit. I saw you get hit a few times. We'll throw that up on the screen here, but what's that like? Because some of these guys really start hitting you.
I used to do that more when I was younger, I feel like.
Yeah, there were definitely older videos.
Now that I'm older, I don't like pissing people off. But I know I used to be like, yo, that's what's going to go viral, and it did. But it's like, I never was afraid because in my mind, I'm playing like a character. That's how everyone's like, how do you stay in character? How do you not laugh? It's just like, I literally am like a character and I'm just saying what I need to say. Where they're taking it so personal, so to me, it's funny. But I don't like messing around with people as much anymore, honestly. I'm not in a relationship, but like when it comes to girls or even friends, like I love when someone's passionate about something. Like this, you can tell you love fitness and you love what you're doing, so it's cool to be around. Like you could be the coolest person in the world driving a jet, and if you're not passionate about it, it's not cool. I'd rather hang out with a girl that loves how to knit and she just knows the kind of yarn it is. And
would you say that a lot of people have this idea that that's a prerequisite to success. And they think you have to be inauthentic to be successful. Do you think you have to be passionate about what you do to be successful?
It depends what your definition of success is.
It's a good point. There's two different ways people classify, right? There's like what the internet sees, which is I'm successful, I got bread. But the real definition of successful, I forget who said it, but I listened to it actually on a podcast. When you are setting out to achieve a goal and you're achieving that goal, that's success.
I think you can achieve goals without being passionate. I see people do it all the time, but I think passion is what drives us and fulfills us. So I don't think you can necessarily be joyful or happy without passion. I'm even curious. I guess I can ask you after because it's like, I don't know. What do you guys really do?
At Overtime?
Yeah.
We are in the business of making men the best version of themselves. That could be physically, mentally, or in their relationships, in any aspect of their life. Our job is to make them better at that. So if they are, for example, our most popular demographic is, the entrepreneurial guy, the young hustler, like that's the guy who, if he performs better, makes more money. So when he comes to us, he says, hey, how can you get me to perform better, last longer, focus harder, be stronger? I want to perform better so that I can make more money. That guy comes in and gets the full package because for him, it's a small investment to make way more.
What's the full package?
The biggest thing out of any package we have is actually my buddy out in Miami. He just ordered the whole slew of it. He's on TRT with us and then peptides. You ever heard of peptides?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
So a peptide is a branch chain amino acid. It's basically a compound that sends instructions to your body to create more of what it creates naturally. Whereas when you put something like TRT, testosterone, in your body, you're not telling your body to make more testosterone. You're just artificially placing it in your body.
Substituting it.
Exactly.
All right.
So a lot of people do it. It's the most popular service is the TRT, but the peptides are great for areas outside of hormonal. So like one of the most popular ones we have are growth hormone peptides. So growth hormone, you'll sometimes people will actually take straight growth hormone. It's good for everything. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. It makes you, stronger. It makes you easier to lose fat. Keeps your skin looking good. Like it does a lot. On top of that, we do hair loss, erectile dysfunction. We can actually make dicks bigger. That's our most popular service right now.
Dang, really?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm Asian, so.
I know you turned down, what was it, when you were 19, you turned down like a $500,000 brand deal for something I saw.
Dang, yeah, how you did your research, huh?
Yeah, I looked it up a little bit. So tell me about that. So what was the product? Why did you turn it down? Was it for moral reasons?
When we first started YouTube, there was a company called EduBirdie. They would write your essays for you. And honestly, I didn't rock with that because I know most of our audience is middle school and high school dudes. And it's like, I don't think you need to go to school because I don't use school for anything I do. I think you can learn way more online if you apply yourself. But it just was against my moral code to promote that. That wasn't the big one though. There was a big one that we did that we turned down. I honestly can't even think of what it is. There's been a couple though that just didn't align with what we wanted to do.
I wish I take away they made it, but sorry I'm taking me and my lady mating. She looked me in the eyes and tell me how much she loving on my.
I saw you you had a public relationship at one point with your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And then now, are you single or are you with somebody?
I'm single.
Ladies, single. Very successful YouTuber.
Dude, but I'm just so doing my, like everyone wants to feel seen and be heard, right? But I also think the reason why people don't put stuff out, you just need to be really honest and really transparent because I feel like people are afraid for people to see them who they really are. Like, dude, we all mess up. We all mess up so much. And some people are just better at painting a picture to make other people think they're perfect. When it's like, bro, maybe someone messes up. Maybe someone's addicted to gambling behind the scenes. Some other guy's like addicted to women. It's like everyone has different things, but some people are just better at I guess painting a picture that they're perfect.
We've been going at it for a while. I mean, we don't really do much recreation. That's why, part of the reason for me building this show is I want to be able to film this show, but where the heck am I going to fit it in? So now if I know I'm going to go to the gym for an hour, now I just killed two birds with one stone.
You're double dosing right there.
Exactly. And I get to do it and have fun with people too. It's not exactly a hard podcast to film because I'm just doing what I would have done during this time anyway, just without music and talking to you.
Which is low-key good, bro. To not be overstimulated on you don't always need to be consuming and listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
Just be. Let's go.
We can get you on NAD and stuff like that. That's everybody's favorite.
What's NAD?
NAD.
I know what an NDA is.
I bet you do from LA, man.
No.
June 15th or June 18th, we'll pick a day. June 16th into 17th, we're throwing a Diddy party at Ricky's house.
NDA.
We're having NDAs.
NAD.
NAD, it's gonna be nuts. You know, NAD is the best for everybody. There's clinically no downside, whereas TRT, there's like, okay, you know, you could, you know, lose your hair quicker, or you could gain acne if you do too much. But NAD has no clinical negatives, so it's only positive, so that's always my recommendation. I would say enclomiphene. Enclomiphene is like one of the only real testosterone boosters that happen naturally. So same thing, sends a signal to your pituitary to make more testosterone. So you're still the one making it, you're just sending a signal to your brain to make more. It's great, and your balls get bigger. Everybody likes bigger balls.
Just let a man breathe and just hush so my mind could just see, so my mind don't erupt. At times I feel I can't get enough, but I sip a double cup and I spend a couple bucks.
All right, guys, we are back to my favorite part of the show. We are at the gauntlet. Now, if this is your first episode, the gauntlet consists of 4 HIIT exercises followed by the most hard-hitting questions that we've got. We're gonna start with 25 push-ups, moving on to 25 sit-ups, 25 jump squats, and then finishing with 25 burpees and a sprint to the finish. Ricky, how do we feel about that?
Dude, feeling great, feeling great.
Ready for this gauntlet, man? Are you more concerned physically or by the questions? What do you think?
The questions, because like the questions could affect my future. Nah, but I'm just gonna be honest, like I don't know. I'm honestly excited for this part. I've been waiting for this because I know you've been saying the juice is coming, and this is the juicy part, right?
Let's make it happen. We're gonna get real juicy.
So this is where he's done the research. He's been chill all day. Now he's gonna come in here with some crazy, like, yo, I can't even say what I was about to say. Yo, he's gonna say some crazy stuff.
Yeah, crazy. All right, Ricky, we're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Push-ups, 25 of them, knock them out. First question of the gauntlet. I know you're big on your faith, with God listening. When was the last time you masturbated?
Probably, honestly, a week ago. I messed up.
A week ago. And what do you have to say about yourself? A man who's so faithful.
We all mess up, and it's not about how many times you mess up, but it's like God is always right there. We're imperfect human beings.
And speaking of people who aren't perfect, you just broke up with your longtime friend, DJ Fab. What did he do to cross the line?
No, so actually God brought us back together.
Did you?
We went to church, interesting story, but he brought us back together. Cool story. We actually had a talk after not talking for a week, and literally a fan came by, which happens all the time. Literally the kid's name was Angel, so it brought us back together.
All right, moving on to jump squats. We're at 1 minute and 40. We're making good time so far. You're not doing too bad. Lately, you've had a couple falling outs. Another one has been Jack Doherty. What's your relationship like with him right now?
Honestly, I went down to go see him. He said I was the only one that went down to go visit him and actually cared about him, seeing how he was.
And leading up to that, had you guys been communicating? Had you guys been talking? Had it been kind of cold?
Not talking at all. We made a couple videos saying how I think OnlyFans is the drug of our generation.
And he didn't take that kindly?
He definitely wasn't mad, but I think one day he will come around.
Okay.
Genuinely.
You made a statement that said religious people get more hate than trans people.
Did I say that?
You did.
I agree, actually, in today's society.
I know you agree because I heard you say it. What do you hate most about trans people?
What do I hate? I wouldn't say I hate them. I would say they're just lying to themselves.
Okay. All right, moving over to burpees, and then we'll finish it at the end. When you say lying to themselves, what do you mean by that?
I think God made us a certain way, and I genuinely think if you try to change that, we're messing up like God's creation.
Fair enough. Mine is that they think they deserve more rights than us, but I like that one too. It's a good
also,
answer.
when you lie to other people, like if you're trans, you better tell someone, bro. Like imagine, you know?
Have you been caught before?
Caught before what?
Have you reached down there and they had
No.
Ricky, don't lie to me now. I know you travel the world a lot. You've been over to see those lady
Never
boys.
been to Thailand though.
Never been to Thailand. I've been to Thailand. I've seen what's out there. It's not pretty.
I know I look like I'm from Thailand, but no.
You know, that's what you say for the camera. As soon as the camera turns off, you can give me your real
Dude,
personality.
I booked the flight for us next week.
You're at 12. 5 minutes so far. We're making decent time. You know, it seems like, especially in the YouTube community, there's a falling out pretty much every other day where people are no longer friends. Do you ever think that you might be the problem?
I think there's fallings out with people, with any group of people over time, especially when you interact with thousands of people.
Do you think it's amplified on YouTube when you have so many people watching your every mood?
Yeah, but I also think that not every disagreement has to be an argument. You see things differently, which is fine.
5 more. I'm gonna meet you down here at the finish line when you're done. 6, 9, 6 minutes 10, 6 minutes 11. Not bad. Not our #1 time, but cruising right along. All right, Ricky, name of the show is Pumped and Profitable. If you could give the people at home one piece of advice to stay pumped or profitable, what would it be?
As long as you know who you are, it doesn't matter what other people think of you.
Cook that one up. Great. Well, thanks for coming out to the show. That was awesome. And then maybe we'll get you hooked up on overtime from here. We'll get you on some of the stuff.
Link in description.
And then Diddy Party June 16th and a half.
Link in description for that.